Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this is going to be a Diablo 3 video about the puzzle rings because they are so important when it comes to progressing quickly in a new season. Now, there are all sorts of special ways to acquire these puzzle rings, like gambling on low-level characters. My good friend Veiled Shot, who I was playing with last night, said he was going to be doing a video on that over on his channel. I'll try to remember to link to that down below if you want to know the pro methods of acquiring as many puzzle rings as possible. But I've also heard some rumblings in the Diablo community about how these low level puzzle rings that you gamble on different characters like before level 70 are a little bit worse than the normal level 70 puzzle rings that you'll get on a maxed out character who's farming Paragon. So I thought what we would do in this video is test it and see, is it worse? How much are they worse? And all that, because we need to be armed with that knowledge, especially if we're going to be doing some of these pro methods to acquire a bunch of puzzle rings. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, what am I talking about in terms of different puzzle rings? I've got a couple right here. And what you can, an easy way for you to tell is kind of the stat ranges on these. Unfortunately, because of the season mechanic and things not requiring a level, you can't really go by that because it just puts everything to required level 1 once you've got that altar power. But you can tell, like, you see this one has like 484 dexterity, and then this one right here is a low level one with 92 dexterity. This is one that I gambled on a low level 31 character when I was trying to acquire a bunch of puzzle rings using the blood shards. So what I'm going to do is test these two and see how they compare in terms of the rewards that I get. And it's not going to be perfect because you do get some different goblins and stuff depending on the vault that you're running, but we'll be able to get a general sentiment on how big of a deal this is, or if they're worse at all, and all of that, hopefully. But as you see, I am full on a blood shard, so we actually have to go and gamble for some puzzle rings right now, live on the video, because if there is a blood shard goblin, I don't want to be full. So here is the character I was talking about, gambling puzzle rings here on my level 31 demon hunter. So let's go spend these blood shards really quickly, and then let's get into the testing. And here we go. We got 1500. Hopefully we'll get at least one puzzle ring. There's one legendary ring, and there we go. Boom. We got 2 legendary rings, and one of them was a puzzle ring, so we can go add it to the collection. And now let's go ahead and test if these low level puzzle rings are worse or not. Let's swap on over back to the main and head on into T16 and give it a roll. Okay, so we gotta clear out our inventory so we can see how many gems we're getting. Also, before we start, we need to make sure that our follower is wearing a broken crown so we can acquire as many of those gems as possible to double dip. I'll probably do a dedicated video on vault runs here at some point. I should be like putting gold find gear and all of that and grouping up with friends to optimize the maximum utility we can get out of puzzle rings. But just for testing 2 rings quickly for this video, we're gonna do this solo, so I want to make sure and put a broken crown here on my followers. So okay, first let's start with a normal one. We've got a clean inventory. I've got my gold written down here at basically the 360 million mark, and then we'll see how much we get here. So plug it in, transmute, and let's give it a whirl. Okay, there we go. Clear it up. Gems from the follower, and that can actually change wildly depending on the goblin that you get. But oh, and of course we get a gelatinous. Alrighty, so the other one's definitely gonna be worse, but I'll be able to at least compare the gold for sure. Get the legendaries. Okay, there we go. We're not gonna bother with the yellows, or we'll just be constantly full. Okay, pick up all that. Definitely get the white materials. Go. Okay. The gelatinous will probably throw it off, but not on the gold part, I don't think. So we'll be able to at least compare if the low level puzzle ring feels terrible or anything like that. There we go. Okay. And we'll kill the boss real quick here. And oh my goodness, would you look at that? This looks like a puzzle ring that we got has a drop. We're chaining puzzle rings. That's the dream. You do T16 puzzle rings, and then you get a puzzle ring from the vault that you were running. So looks like we got about exactly 200 million gold right there. And then we got the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legendaries. And then in terms of gems, it looks like about 110 of the gems right here. So let's go ahead and clear out the inventory. Then let's run one of the low level ones and let's see how it compares and if it feels worse. So here we go. This is the one with the low stats. Now this is going to be a like level 31 basically puzzle ring, and I'll be able to kind of tell if it feels worse. I've always ran the max level ones, so let's see what it feels like here. Hopefully we still get a comparable amount of gold. Doesn't feel like it's worse yet. It's hard to kind of, well, maybe, I don't know. We didn't get a gelatinous on the opening run, so it's hard to kind of compare it. The biggest indicator will probably be the gold. Oh, that was a gilded baron right there. So, okay. We're not getting the best scenario for testing maybe, but we'll be able to tell at least if the low level ones are worth it for sure. Okay. Well, like we better at least be at 200 million this time. Because we got a gilded. So we better at least be at 200 million gold. Still getting some Imperial gems though and stuff. So yeah, like we're still getting like the level 70 maxed out gems and stuff. So that's good. Okay, now let's take down the boss. Okay, there we go. Took down the boss real quick, and hey, I mean we still got 3 Legos out of the chest there. Okay, so what did we get in total? Okay, so that time we got 4 legendaries, but remember we didn't get the gelatinous, which is like the best goblin to get. But we also only got 180 million gold that run, about just under 180 or so. And we had a gilded baron, so we should have still been at that 200 million gold. So it does look like that the lower level puzzle rings are a little bit worse. I'm gonna have to do more testing, get a sample size of like 10 of each and stuff like that, and really try to chronicle it. But I'm trying to get this information out there as soon as possible here at the beginning of season 28, so that you're armed with as much knowledge as you can possibly have. But you know, it looks like they're still worth it. Like I did still get about 65 gems and a few legendaries. I got 3 legendaries from the boss chest, I believe, and I still got 180 million gold, which is nice. You can empower a few rifts, especially when you've got like some lower level 25, level 30 gems, and be able to level them up a lot faster on your legendary gems. So still worth it, but it does look like they are a little bit worse, at least with my initial testing. But let me know what you think down below if you've ran some of these lower level puzzle rings. I do think it is a really good opportunity to kind of jumpstart your gems and your gold, because you do want to be empowering at least those lower level greater rifts, so you can get your gems up to level 25, up to level 50 as fast as possible. So definitely group up, take advantage of these puzzle rings, and also consider gambling on like a level 31 character like my friend Veiled Shot talked about in his video today, because it can be a good opportunity for you to, as a group of friends or as a clan or whatever, to acquire a bunch of puzzle rings to run with each other and get your augments, get your gems up as fast as possible, and get your gold for empowering and all of that. So I'm having a blast so far on season 28. I hope you are as well. And that'll do it for me on this one. As always, remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy Diablo content, and I appreciate you. I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace.